Students, I hope you all are safe and sound. Today we are going to start with the first chapter in physics, that is physical quantities and measurement. Let us start with the introduction. Measurement is highly important for the accurate study of matter. Accurate and precise measurement are very much needed in our daily life as well as for engineering and scientific purpose. Without accurate and precise measurement, it is not possible for us to buy anything from the market or to find out the accurate length of a paper or a rope. Let us take an example. If I want 2 kg of dal and I went to a shop and I ask a shop owner to give me 2 kg of dal, so he is going to weigh it with the help of a beam balance and he is going to give it to me. So, if we want to buy anything, we should know the accurate and precise measurement of that particular item. Otherwise, it will be difficult for me as well as for the shop owners to give me the exact amount of item. I hope it is clear to everyone. Let us see the definition of measurement. Measurement is defined as the act of measuring or the size of something. Let us see an example. A ruler is used to determine the length of a piece of a paper. If I have to find out the length of a piece of a paper, I am going to use a certain object which is going to give me the exact or a accurate length of a paper. Over here, the ruler is a object that is being used to find the exact length or a precise length of a piece of a paper. In the same way, there are various items in the world which is being measured by an object like length, mass, time and temperature. Now, whenever we used to talk about a word measurement, it means to find out the mass of a given quantity. So the first thing that arises is what is mass? So mass is the amount of matter present in an object. Let us take an example of a marker. If the mass of a marker is 100 gram, so what is 100 gram over here? It is the amount of matter present in a matter. Now let us talk about basic things regarding mass. There are two basic things regarding mass that we should always keep it in mind. The first is mass of a substance does not vary from place to place. It means if the mass of a marker is 100 gram, it will remain the same in Prayagraj, it will remain the same in Chandigarh, it will remain the same in America, it will remain the same in Australia. It will not change. Second is mass of an object can never be zero because if anything is made up of matter, it has mass, so it cannot be zero. I hope it is clear to everyone. Let us start with another topic, that is magnitude. What is magnitude? Magnitude refers to the size of an object or its speeds while traveling. Over here, the length of a piece of a paper, suppose the length of a piece of a paper is 5 centimeter. So over here, what is the magnitude? So 5 centimeter is the magnitude. And how we are going to express the magnitude of a given quantity? It will be expressed as number of times the unit is contained in the quantity, and its product means the unit, the product of unit. Over here, 5 centimeter is the length of a paper. So 5 is the number of times the unit contained in the unit into unit is centimeter. So this is the magnitude. How we are going to find out the magnitude of a given quantity. Let us start with another topic, that is physical quantity. A physical quantity is a quantity in physics that can be measured, or physical quantity is a physical property that can be quantified, or in other words we can say that a quantity which can be measured is called physical quantities. Physical quantities are of two types. First is fundamental or base quantity, and the second is derived quantity. But in your syllabus there is only fundamental quantity. The SI system defines the unit of 7 quantities. These 7 quantities are called the base quantity or fundamental quantities. Let us see few of them. Over here the first one is length. What is length? Distance between 2 points. Let us take an example. If A is the initial point and B is the final point, so whatever the distance between A and B, that is called length. So distance between 2 points is called length. And SI unit, what does SI means? SI means standard unit, which is being used internationally, means all around the world. The SI unit of length is meter and it is expressed by a symbol M. It is measured with meter ruler or measuring tape. Second one is mass. It is the quantity of matter contained in the body. Just now I've given you an example of a marker. Suppose the mass of a marker is 100 gram. So the amount of matter that is present in a marker, that is called the mass. I hope it is clear to everyone. Now SI unit or standard unit is kg. It is measured with electronic balance or beam balance. I hope these two topics are clear to everyone. Let us see another one. It is time. What is time? The interval of occurrence of an event. What is time? Suppose I used to have my dinner daily in the night at 9 o'clock. So what is the interval of occurrence at 9 o'clock? So that is a time, and the standard unit is second, and the symbol to represent it is S, measured with pendulum clock. Next is temperature. What is temperature? Quantity which measures the hotness or coldness of the body. Example, a glass of boiling water is hotter than the ice cream. So over here we use the term hotter or colder to find out the difference between the two quantities, and the SI unit is Kelvin. It can be measured in Kelvin, it can be measured in centigrade, and it can be measured in degree Fahrenheit and measured with the help of a thermometer. Let us start with another topic, that is measurement of volume. What is volume? The space occupied by an object. It can be solid, liquid or gas. Let us take an example of a duster. If I used to keep it on a paper, whatever space that is being occupied by a duster, that is called the volume of a object. Example, book is bigger than a pen. Why book is bigger than a pen? Because the mass of a book is more as compared to the mass of a pen. Why the mass is more? Because the molecules of a book are tightly packed with each other as compared to the molecules of pen. Over here the more molecules are there as compared to pen. So book is heavier than a pen. The SI unit of volume is cubic meter cube. It can be expressed as a bigger unit as well as a smaller unit. So let us see the bigger unit. Let us see a figure over here. It is a cube. Over here a cube has 3 sides, means length, breadth and height, each with a length 1 meter. So volume of a cube is side cube. So when I have to find out the bigger volume, I will take a unit as meter. So 1 cubic meter, that is volume of cube with each side 1 meter long, is 1 meter cube. When I come to a smaller unit, I will talk about centimeter cube or 1 cubic centimeter. It means volume of a cube with each side 1 centimeter long. So that is 1 centimeter into 1 centimeter into 1 centimeter. Over here it has length, breadth and height. So each side is of 1 centimeter. So the bigger unit is 1 meter cube and the smaller unit is 1 centimeter cube. I hope these two topics are clear to everyone. Let us start with another topic, that is relationship between meter cube and centimeter cube. We know that 1 meter cube can be expressed as 1 meter into 1 meter into 1 meter. Over here, I am going to convert 1 meter into centimeter. So 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. So now I am going to replace the value. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter, and 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. When I am going to find out the product, it will be 10 lakhs or 10 to the power 6 centimeter cube. Therefore, 1 meter cube is equal to 10 to the power 6 centimeter cube. Let us come to the volume of a liquid, which is generally expressed in a liter. So 1000 centimeter cube is equal to 1 liter. We know that, or 1 liter is equal to 1000 centimeter cube. When I have to find out 1 centimeter cube, it will be 10 to the power minus 3 liter, or it will be 1 milliliter. Since 1 meter cube is equal to 10 lakh centimeter cube or 10 to the power 6 centimeter cube, so 1 liter is equal to 1000 centimeter cube or 1000 milliliter, or 1 milliliter is equal to 1 centimeter cube or 10 to the power minus 6 meter cube. Now, sometimes the word capacity is used to express the volume of a vessel or container. Now, what does capacity means? The maximum amount that something can contain or hold. We used to express the volume of a vessel or a container or a jar or a jug. So sometimes cubic decimeter is used as the unit volume or decimeter cube. Since 1 decimeter cube is equal to, can be expressed as 1 decimeter into 1 decimeter into 1 decimeter. Now we are going to convert 1 decimeter into centimeter. 1 decimeter is equal to 10 centimeter into 1 decimeter is equal to 10 centimeter into 1 decimeter is equal to 10 centimeter. So when I am going to find out the product, it will be equal to 1000 centimeter cube, that is equivalent to 1 liter. I hope all the conversions are clear to everyone. It is very much important, so please go through all the conversions in your copy. And next time when I am going to come, I will start with a very fresh topic. Till then, be safe. Thank you.